Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily Hastings. I'm a guitarist and I'm a songwriter. Today I want to do something a little bit different, something kind of fun and involve you guys. You guys sent me some really awesome questions on social media, and so I just want to get straight into the questions, and thank you guys so much for sending these to me. Wow, so where do I even begin? My journey from first starting to pick up my axe. So I am from a family of musicians, and my mother was in a band herself called the Bittersweets, an all-girl band, and so she was my inspiration. My mother had guitars always lying around the house. I remember one day I just saw one of her acoustic guitars, and I picked it up and I never looked back. I remember the feeling of first picking up the guitar and I was like, why did I not do this sooner? Just the feel of the instrument itself and the fact that you can create things from your own mind and use the instrument to expel these creations. Okay, my stories throughout the years. I love this question. It's a funny question because it involves a lot of things that happened between my sisters and I. My sisters and I were in a band, and a lot of strange and interesting and comical things happened along the way. So there's 5 girls. A lot of people didn't know we were sisters and all that. The music business can be kind of weird sometime and, crash your self-esteem. The thing I remember is that, this is when I was doing live shows, this is when I was breaking into it. And I remember there was a show that we did and we had no tuners. That was a disaster, awful. And as the show went on, there were 3 guitars being used in the show and a bass, and it just became awful, atrocious, like monsters playing, and it was a catastrophe. So use your tuners, guys. They're there for a reason. There was another time we had been traveling a lot. We were at this time like trying to get a record deal and things like that, which was my dream at the time. It's not anymore, but at the time it's like, oh, you gotta get that record deal, guys. And we got off a plane, and one of my sisters introduced herself as the other sister, and that was very comical. So yeah, she introduced herself as the wrong name. There was another time where we had been traveling a lot and we were on stage, we were singing, and we forgot the lyrics to our own songs. So that was great. That made a lot of sense. When you write your own lyrics to your own songs and you forget them, great job to us. So another thing that happened, we were recording a song written by our band called My Best Friend, and it's kind of a satire on someone who acts like they're your best friend, but in truth they're stabbing the knife into your back the whole time. And we were recording this song, we were teenagers, and there was this guy in the studio who as we were working with him, he became increasingly hostile, and then towards the end he accused us of being Satanist devil worshippers. So in all my experience with my axe, I started out playing with this beautiful Gibson Les Paul. As you guys all know, I adore this guitar. It's very special and dear to me, and I am planning on doing lots of more videos showcasing this beautiful guitar. The music industry can be a very strange place. You gotta have a steady head. Do what you love. Do it because you love it. Don't do it for any other reason, because then you'll stay true to who you are and what your long-term goals. I actually love this question. I am a perfectionist, so at the end of the day, I am not satisfied with my playing. I am actually never satisfied with my playing. I'm pretty hard on myself. But I think that the important thing to realize is that at the end of the day, perfection is truly overrated. And that's coming from me, a perfectionist. I think what's most important is doing something that you've worked hard and you are proud of, and that's it. And no one can take that away from you. If at the end of the day you feel happy with something that you have done and something you've created, or something that you've recreated, like a song that you really liked and you wanted to make it your own. And so there's a power in that. Just stay true to yourself, and it's something that you like and you're happy with. So about things I've struggled with, I feel like playing fast and playing clean is a real struggle for me. I know that there's a lot of players and they're truly awesome shredders. And that is so admirable. You guys, you got it, you rock it. But it's something that I feel like I always have to take a step back and like practice very slow and very clean, because it's very easy to like, you get in those notes and they sound messy, and I don't want to sound messy. So that's one of my struggle areas. I have a lot of things that I want to do in terms of like, I want to learn how to do chicken picking really well. I want to brush up on playing my classical again, my classical guitar. There's just so many things that I want to do and I want to improve on. The list is ever growing. At the end of the day, I really do feel like you have to give yourself a break, because there's only so many things that you can learn. You know, I feel like if you set healthy goals day by day, then you'll really feel like you are achieving things. So this is a very interesting question. I did a video a few years back, I think it was around 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, and I talked about how I was in law school. And I am gonna be frank with you guys. So I didn't have a lot of time to practice when I was in law school. I was very busy, I was very stressed out. I felt frustrated in terms of my playing and things like that. Like, it took me like a year to regain my chops. I don't want you guys to feel discouraged, because life will throw things in your way where maybe you want to give up, or you feel really frustrated with your playing. Like, oh, I was good a year ago, or I was good 3 years ago, or I was good like 5 years ago, and I'm not good anymore. Okay, like, take a step back and realize you can master this hurdle. Something that revived my love of playing again. Not saying that I ever lost it, but I was one of the winners in the Zach Wild workshop. So I owe Zach Wild and Guitar Center my love and gratification always, because they hosted a masterclass with Zach Wild and I was one of the winners. And I was in my second year of law school, and I was just truly an honor to meet one of my idols, my musical idols, Zach Wild, someone that I used to listen to running in the fields, like listening to the CD like skipping, but I was like, feeling that passion that he puts into the guitar solos and music. It was truly an honor, and I'll never forget it. And after school, here I am, and I've done a lot of music videos since then. So I'm grateful to all of you guys for that. Thank you guys. So basically, my moral of the story is never give up. My best advice. I really like this question. Okay, I'm just gonna name some things off the top of my head. I feel like one of my best advice that I can ever give anyone is to slow down. Slow down. Think about what you're playing. Your goal as the cat hairs fly around in front of the camera. Pull out your metronome. I know it is so boring, but get that metronome or get some type of click track or something and practice some pentatonic scales to it. Practice an A major. You can find it online. Practice it, speed it up, slow it down, but most importantly, slow it down until you're playing all the notes right, and only then do you need to move up the metronome. And I learned this technique from Warlison Almeida. If you don't know who he is, check out his music videos, because he's an awesome guitar teacher, and I studied with him and he really helped me to improve. Number 2, focus. Actually make time to think about what you're doing. Get away from your cell phone, get away from your social media. It will be there. It will be there after you're done practicing. It will still be there in existence. Number 3, practice things that you like practice along to some of your favorite bands. Like, turn it on and learn some of those solos, those riffs, the rhythm. Learn those things from your favorite bands, because then you'll feel passionate about it. And that leads me to number 4. You guys play things always make time to have fun when you play. It's important to do the boring practice work as well, but make time to have fun with that, because that's very important as well. And my 5th tip involves the timing in the way that you play. Don't make everything the same length of time. Think about triplets and quarter notes, and you can play 16th notes, and you can also leave space for the notes. I think that's very important as well. Leave a space, leave a breath. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Some tips on the guitar, some of my beginnings, some comical, funny stories. If you like this type of content, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss anything. A lot of covers and originals and lessons coming up, and also videos like this where I just chat with you guys about some things. And make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you don't like it, give it your dislike. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for joining, and keep rockin'.